Happy day, everyone. So, today I just wanted to share about uh, a beautiful concept that Stephen Covey, in his book Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, talks about. And the concept is circle of influence and circle of concern. And I think a lot of us know at some level that, okay, focus on the things that you can control and kind of let go the things you cannot control. um, and easier said than done. That's one part to it. But Stephen actually brings out a very beautiful um, explanation regarding the circle of influence and circle of concern, that more you start to focus on your circle of influence, actually your influence starts to increase. So if you proactively, with discipline, focus on the activities that you can influence, then your power and your capacity to influence things, opportunities, events, and people starts to expand and increase, rather than we getting bogged down by the things in the circle of concern and then focusing on them. We actually lose a lot of our power and energy. So a simple example that comes to my mind would be, weather. um, how's the weather going to be today? It could be really good, really bad. So, but weather is not something you can control. It definitely concerns you if it's going to be really good weather or bad weather, or whatever you may call it, average. It definitely concerns you. It impacts you, what you're going to wear, and what probably you will eat. Um, but it's not under your control. So if you keep thinking about, oh, today the weather is really cold, and oh, I'm gonna wake up, how I'm gonna get things done if it snows too much, we're wasting our time on something that is out of our control, and we are spending too much thinking and energy into the area of circle of concern, rather than focusing on influence, that how you can prepare for that day and for that weather. You will actually spend or use your time more wisely. So, at any given day, if we continue to focus on activities which we can directly influence, and our thinking is a big area of influence. Actually, we have absolute 100% control over our thinking, and that is under our circle of influence. And the more we start to focus on thoughts and actions that we have direct control over with discipline, day in and day out, the more our circle of influence is going to expand. An example would be, let's say, if you start focusing on, creating the habit of working out, right? And you can start with, okay, I'm going to run for 10 minutes today. And then if you run for 10 minutes, slowly your stamina is going to increase, and then soon you will in some time start running 20 minutes a day, and it's going to benefit, right? And by doing that 20-minute of workout, what's going to happen is that you're going to have more capacity, more energy, your stress levels are going to go down, and that energy and that reduced stress level is going to start impacting your other areas of life in a positive manner. And that's a very simple example of how just focusing on one area of influence. But think about how many areas are under your influence, right? Which you can directly control. And when you start to work on them with discipline, your um, capacity is really immense. And I think I'm amazed by that concept, and I'm trying to incorporate it in my life slowly and steadily. And and the point is, right, pick something that resonates with you, that lifts you up, and apply it in your life. Even if you are 10% better than what you were 2 months ago or 3 months ago, that's a win. There's no harm. You may not be a totally new person, but even if you're 10% better, that means we end up living our life 10% better. So that's the thought I'm going to leave you with. Focus on the circle of influence rather than circle of concern, and expand your circle of influence by simply focusing on your circle of influence with discipline. All right, so love, peace, and health. I will talk to you again.